And I also started the recording for YouTube. Hello YouTube! We're gonna be playing Myst today, as you probably already know, because you clicked this video and I probably put it in the title. Hi Manny, nice seeing you. I'm well, had a long work day, but now I'm streaming and I'm ready to jump into Myst, and it might be hard to believe, but I really totally missed this game. I know so little about it, but well, I've read up on it a little bit, and apparently it was the best-selling PC game until The Sims came out, which is, yeah, baffling. How did I miss this? But yeah, well, now we're jumping in and we're gonna find out what this game is and how it has inspired maybe a whole new direction of video games. It was kind of like, I think, well, I just read up on Wikipedia and it said like some considered it as like the anti-arcade game because it was so different. You don't get a high score, you aren't under time pressure, you aren't limited by an amount of lives or anything. Well, it's a puzzle game, but yeah, seemingly one of the first ones, at least in this style. I don't know. How are you, Manny? How are you, Luna? I hope you're both doing well. Hi, Vol, one of your favorites. That's nice to hear. I'm really curious. I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I know I have a general idea, but that's really it. So I suppose I'm expected to press new game. But yeah, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Yeah, I just booted up the game before to see if everything works with the recording settings, if my PC can handle it like this, and it seemed fine. So yeah, let's get rid of the previous autosave. And that's interesting. That's something I saw already when I booted up the game for the first time and checked if everything works. Seems like it has an included randomizer, which is kind of cool. Gonna be lurking some, have an awesome stream. Thanks for being here, Vol, and thanks for the lurk. It's much appreciated. So, yeah, hope to see you maybe later or maybe another day. But thanks for being here and thanks for lurking. It's really nice to have you. So yeah, that's kind of cool that they have this randomizer, so that might be interesting for you, Luna, since you mentioned you would put it on your wish list but probably never play it because you already know all the solutions. Well, now you can randomize it, it seems. But I'll go with classic, as they suggest. That's what you do if you're new to this.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse.
Oh, I can control the camera.
I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay. Throwing us right in and dropping the lore on us. So, seems like there is a Myst book, and it was thrown down this fissure by someone who had this book before, and it was not gonna be destroyed as they... Okay, I mean, I'm just repeating what they said, but this is... Yeah, it is kind of weird. It's starting off kind of weird already, but... Well, I'm curious. I guess I press W to move forward. And I might also want to click or just look at this from all the sides. It has a shadow. I'm always baffled when things have a shadow in games, just like I was baffled that I had a shadow in The Witness. Okay, let's open this. Yeah, it's a weird book too. This book has a movie playing inside of it. We're here on this mysterious island now. Must have come from somewhere. because it's a trope that has been repeated quite a few times. Oh, I see. This is Myst Island then. As opposed to Witness Island. I mean, I have seen this starting area on screenshots and maybe even on moving screenshots. Do I click again or... Huh, okay. Here we are. The sounds are the same. Press the escape button on your keyboard to open the menu. Why would I want to open the menu? That's fine. I want to push this button. I did push this button. And I'd like my privacy, please. More sounds and more buttons. Okay. This deactivated this thingy and also changed the music, or it was just a coincidence. This is not interactable, it seems. These are just lamps. Oh, there's something on the wall, okay. Settings, dimensional imager. Topographical extrusion test 40. Broadmeal! Hi! Now this is a throwback. Ugh, talking hard. I played this as a kid, yeah. Huge nostalgia thingy. I wonder, really, honestly, the title is not just a bad pun. How did I miss this? I think I still have my original copy on CD-ROM. I don't know if you are aware, but this was just released today, so you can't have a copy on. This is like actually, this version of the game was released today, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. It's a new version. You can also play it in VR now, apparently. Well, I can't, but yeah, it's more 3D now, and you can move around more freely from what I understand. I never played the original. Yes, VR Myst, actually. I think I have my old notes from when I was 10 years old. Oh, that is actually really cool. I like looking at old stuff from when I was a child. Yeah, so I Oh! Okay, well, I wish I had remembered the pages that they told us about. 40, 47, 67. Well, let's go with the test first. 40. Well, that worked perfectly. Still, I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, wait, maybe it did change something. Nope. Or wait, maybe I have to... Aha! Okay. The sound was not very... Didn't sound very... did something you wanted it to do, but I guess... Maybe I'm expecting... Maybe I shouldn't just be expecting things. Ooh. Oh. Guess 67 was something, if I remember correctly. It was. Okay. This is what we had before. Alright, alright. 47. Marker switch diagram. I think that sounds useful. This sounds just water turbulent pool. Sounds, yeah, nice to look at. This seems to be a test, so also not that interesting, but marker switch diagram sounds like something we might be able to use elsewhere. So 47 it is. Myst is a painful experience nowadays, but back then it was the coolest shit. I'll see how painful it is. I mean... Okay. Well, I don't see anything I would be able to recreate somewhere. But interesting. Interesting for sure. Okay, let me take this moment to give a shout out to Luna, streaming art, and to Broadmeal, streaming Donkey Kong. No, you played Super Mario RPG. I was like, you probably played Donkey Kong Country, right? Nope. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. That's cool. And yeah, I think no other streamer joined the stream so far as I'm aware. So let's jump back in. Let's not waste any time. I'm curious. I don't know if we are supposed to do like to make progress inside of this room, but I mean, we did things. Could just try some random numbers, but I suppose we're fine. It's fancy tech in... Why did this get... Weird. Weird lighting. Ow! Ow! Okay. Wait till it's open and then move. Acceptable. I was decapitated, I believe. First death. Also, I suggest you write down things you think you might need later. That's a nice suggestion. Let me see if I can find something to do precisely that. Got a thing you can write stuff in with some empty pages. Also got a pen that was passed around through dimensions when I streamed with Boris, so I don't know if I saw anything in there that I might need later, but let's see. Cool. That certainly did a lot. Alright. There's no puzzle here. Oh, okay. We have more of these levers. And you can't jump. I mean, since they implemented a free moving mode, they could have also implemented jumping. Even if jumping is totally pointless, every game should have it. It's just like a degree of freedom. Oh well. Oh well. What do we have here? Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our 4-chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atris, something like that. The number of marker switches. Are these marker switches? I've seen 3 so far, but I suppose there might be more. Oh, 4. Well then, guess we'll keep counting. Maybe you are just like... Maybe the only reason you can flip the switch is to keep count which ones you already have. Maybe I should write down how many I already have. I have 4. 4 switches flipped. Yay. Well, this looks interesting. I suppose this is a time machine then? Mm-hmm. Year 0. What if we go for the year 2000 at 2 p.m. Okay, you probably gotta put in a specific date. Alright, we don't know what to put in here, but at least that's something we can look for. Specific date. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was down there and it told us something about a diagram, and these switches kind of look like the thing I saw down there. I was just not entirely sure if they were called marker switches down there. I instantly forgot. So that's not new. I think I still had the right idea anyway, so that's okay. Okay. We get pictures now. Okay. I'll just activate them all then. Well, maybe you were supposed to activate them in a... What happens if you activate them again? Okay, they just turn off, but... the images change? I'm not sure. My mind is bad at keeping track of things. I think after activating them, they stayed the same. Okay, maybe some need to be activated and some others don't. Well, I think I found another marker switch. So that's 5 now. I think I saw another one somewhere else, like over here, for example. So that's 6. I write down the important things. Counting. Okay, this is shown as interactable, but it doesn't work. Must be locked. Welcome to your first chair to sit in. Myst games like those. Ah, okay. Maybe you should not just write down what you think you might need later, but more than that. Maybe, but writing down this stuff is hard. Okay, I can manipulate the time here. That's always nice, and there's another marker switch over there. But I'm not sure if I should activate it right now. Or should write down that I've seen it. Because then I will get confused because it's not yet flipped. No, I didn't flip this one, so I guess I also didn't count this one. This must be the one I saw, but didn't count, so that's 7. You mean I should, for example, write down what these images on these things are? It's gonna be fine. I'll just sit on this roof and check out what I see. And I can always go back, right? Ladder. Hello. Well, that certainly did nothing. Probably gonna activate something at the other end first. Yo, Hokage! Thanks for the resub and the positivity. Thank you for being subscribed for 3 months indeed, and F this game, I hate it so much. Okay, this one can also be flipped, but I guess it also won't do anything. Oh, and we've got a sneaky here. Oh, well, not quite. There's two starting spots. How are you, Ed? I hope everything is going well for you. Happy to see you. Hope you'll enjoy me watch this effing game. With another one. 8. You scuttling back to find information somewhere will be fun. Yay! I'm sure it will be. Okay, and this doesn't open, so maybe this is where everything is supposed to go and not where it starts. So let's check if we can see something on the other end of this line. Well, this seems to be the end of this line. Oh, was this open before? Whatever. Now it is. Oh, the spider is going down again. So if I get cross-eyed, it's because I'm staring at a spider that's living with me now, I suppose. In front of the camera. On top of that. Maybe it's building a net between my face, my mic, and my camera. Nah, seriously, this game gave me so many headaches as a kid. It's so amazing that I no, spiders be awesome, and I like them, and it's cool that it's here. And yeah, I'm not really aware of I wasn't aware of this game until pretty recently. I never heard of it even when I was a child. So that's super weird. Okay, we have power to ship. That looks pretty much the same, power and power to ship. And we have generator switches, labeled from 1 to 10, from top to bottom in 2 columns. Is that the word? Huh, okay, well then, I guess this is just, okay, so this is power in general, this is power to ship, and these are buttons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 10. Yeah, Luna also played it when he was 10 years old, apparently. Huh. Okay, that did nothing. Just flip all the switches, right? What could go wrong? That only added 1. That's not a lot. Oh, okay. That broke it. Alright. Seems like we have to flip them in a... Huh. This only does power, but not power to ship. That's interesting. Okay. Still 1 and 2, so the amount of them seems to stay the same. Did I just break it and that's why there's no power to ship now? Ooh. 99. Maybe I broke it. Well, that's too bad. Spider friends indeed. Yeah, I mean, I could write down which amount every button adds, but I guess I Could also find that out later. Yeah, whatever. You told me to write down stuff, and maybe this will save me one activation and deactivation round later on. Or it's gonna be pointless. One of the two. So we have 10 on the first one. 7 on the second one. Would be easier to just do it with all deactivated and then check every single one. Then I wouldn't have to calculate down from 99. Yeah, that's 7. That's 8. I guess I could do this also when I get here the next time, but whatever. That's 16. 5. 1. I remembered that actually. 2. 22. 19. And 9. Okay, and for some reason the power is not going to the ship anymore. It did on the first attempt though. Oh well. Maybe I have to flip something outside again. Well, these are still activated. What if I climb up on this again and pull the switch? There were 2 of these things, right? Yes, there's another one. I think I only pulled one of them before though. But whatever. Let's see if now power goes to the ship. Oh, yes it does. I still don't know how much power the ship needs though, so this is still... I mean, I could always try and see where it breaks, but I don't think that's the intended approach. I'll probably find information on how much power the ship needs somewhere else, right? Well... let's at least go with a little bit more power. This is still safe, right? 16 more? Nah, okay, that's already too much. Alright. I mean, maybe this is not that bad. So 67 is too much. So 67 is a break point. I mean, this is somewhat brute force, but also there's not... I mean, you can, I guess, pretty quickly find out which number is still good. And like narrow it down. Because I was at 51, that was okay, and 67 was too much. So there's already a pretty limited window. Filling a notebook with Myst notes is part of the Myst experience. Okay, so your comment seems to suggest that there is a way to find the information on which number I should set it. So I guess I'll not brute force it, although it feels not that brute forcey. Because, yeah, it's pretty easy to narrow it down. But that's okay. I mean, let's see what we have here. This looks like a map of the area. So we have this rocket here. Is that the... yeah, looks kind of like a rocket. For some reason it, like, I thought more of a submarine, but I mean, probably because of all the water. Maybe it still is. I have no idea what a submarine actually looks like, but I guess a rocket is just like a submarine for space, right? They have some similarities. So, map. confused. Aha. Okay. I have no idea why I'm doing this and what it does for me. We have more weird books. This is all weird. What? Who are you?
You must help me.
Why?
Bring me a red page.
Didn't I already?
I can't see. Need a red page. You must. Please bring me. Beg of you, bring page. Help me. I'm serious.
Cirrus.
Given up long ago.
So,
There's one thing I need to be rescued.
a red page? Yeah, I mean, okay. You need a red page. I see. Thanks for the hydrate. I played this when it was out originally on a Packard Bell PC. Such a groundbreaking game for its time. Yeah, that's what I read. That's also that there were many Myst likes afterwards. So yeah, it seems to have caused quite the it seems to have been quite the revolutionary experience as far as games go and what they can be, and that's really cool. Thanks for the hydrate and the re-energize. Oh yeah, here we are. Still got a bit of stuff left in here. No Doritos today, sadly. There was even, yeah, I've read that there was also a parody which anticipated walking simulators. I think Telos is a grandchild of Myst. Yeah, probably, although I feel like The Witness probably even more so. At least so far I'm getting more The Witness vibes than Telos vibes, but on the other hand, I don't know. This recording had a face, but maybe not a recording, this conversation, this whatever. There were no faces to be seen in The Witness until you saw the videos at some late game point. But I guess that's the same for Telos. Yeah, I mean, probably 3D puzzle games in general, in a way. Yeah, but though so far it feels less like games like Portal and the Telos Principle to me, and more like games like The Witness. But I haven't seen that much yet, so I don't know. I'll see. Thanks for that. Let's see what happens if I click it. It just closes. Okay. Guess we need to bring a red page then. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Won't do it again, I'm sorry. Okay. You are supposed to just click them all, right? Probably not, but I may as well try. You never know. Maybe the puzzle is testing if you are willing to press all the buttons, but it seems like it is not. Myst definitely started the whole puzzle game genre. Very, very important game. Thank you, Myst. Okay, you want a blue page? If there even is anyone in this one. I mean, for the other one I put the page that was next to an in first accidentally, I guess, so maybe that's what we're supposed to do? Yes. Nope. Cyrus is in the other book. Well, Cyrus didn't. Achenar. Yep. You want the blue pages. What a surprise. You seem kinda addicted, both of you. What would you say if I would give you the red pages and Cyrus the blue pages? Yeah, true about Talos. Yeah. Okay. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age. I'm trying! But this is complicated. All of it is very confusing. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. This age, so... yeah, I mean, we saw something that looked like a time machine, which is interesting. Elsewhere, there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and... What? Unacceptable! A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was acceptable. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me, for a short time they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths of the village level approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. Oof, so much to read! Oh, thanks for the stretch. The stretch is acceptable indeed. Okay, reading simulator. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. It's bigger on the inside, bigger on the inside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least, he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. Okay, I see a pattern here. Making a statement and then saying, well, I guess that's at least what it seemed like. The leader, well, looked like the leader. A human, well, looked like a human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. Oh damn. Feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, 2 hours later. Did it not trigger? Why did it not trigger? That's weird.
2 hours later.
Now it did. I'm gonna check Touch Portal in a second. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place. Triggering 2 hours later. Lived together in this place, which was then a vast island around the ground high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees, where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. Ha, as if. I suppose he was there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off the narrow path, high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body it had fallen into a lower level of walkway onto, and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. Okay, I see where this is going, I think. You are their new human. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire and watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. Oof, yeah, reading simulator indeed. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. Spider is moving again. Sleep well, Hokage. Another game about reading. Hello, Boris. You know books, kid? They can transport you to faraway places. Hello, Spidey. Boop. Okay, we have more colors now. Now purple is writing. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Arcanar will react to its curious inhabitants. I think they have a page addiction now. Catherine is staying behind as expected. So I don't know. I guess we should also try to make connections about the characters. So whoever this is, I don't think the writer was named yet. Writer is like married to Catherine and somehow has a relation to Cirrus and Arcanar. My sons have returned with me and they enjoy this age very much. Maybe Cirrus and Arcanar are his sons? That would make sense. Yeah, enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. In green. I'm leaving tomorrow. How much more is there? Whoa, okay. I guess it's still a bit, but it ends. Alright. I'm leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoian Age. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Yeah, I think then Cirrus and Arcanar are actually seemingly their children. Catherine's and the writers. Don't know that thing I saw at the beginning. I'm not sure which names were on that one, but might have been by the writer of this one. I'm not sure if Catherine was mentioned. I will have to check again. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I want the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people... should I also write down all these Osmoian Age and Everdunes and... ooh, so much. I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the... Shostik. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Akanar here. See Everdune's journal for more information. Yay, more journals! After watching Cirrus and Akana, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. Okay, so I guess, yeah, we were in Channelwood, I remember, I guess. Oof. Yeah, Channelwood again, and for a little longer time. Did the colors switch between these two pages? So are there pages missing between these two? Because this seems fully black and this seems faded purple. Oh well. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Akanar are staying behind again. I have been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Akanar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Akanar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and here we go with the colors, and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. And we will be returning tomorrow. Boop, spider. So my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Bapanada. I suppose that these drawings have some importance to them. I mean, this might just be a sketch of one of the tree houses. The houses in the tree village, whatever. This, I don't know, but this looks like we might need it somewhere. I think a screenshot will work better than... Yo, Zofka! Hello! And hello, Orion. Yes, this is the brand new version of this game. Sorry, I was reading. I missed all of you coming in. How goes Myst? Oof. Lots of reading. Lots of reading. Let me... let me quickly put that screenshot somewhere. I guess I'll make a folder on my desktop called Myst Screenshots. Because I think I might have to make a few. That's okay. There we go. And copy that, paste that, and that looks good. I'll name this one Future Bridge. And that's done. So now I'm ready to fully engage in chat again. Thanks for the hydrate, Orion. After all that reading out loud. Hydrate! So viel zu lesen. So ein Mist aber auch. Yes, indeed. English reading simulator. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's helpful for me to get better at that. Yeah, it's the brand new version. I didn't even have to buy it because it's free on the Xbox Game Pass, which I recently bought or like subscribed to. So that's cool. And massage me, anyone, my leg. What's wrong with your leg? But yeah, I mean, if it's really necessary, then come on over and I guess I can do it. Yeah, so I've made a screenshot of this and how much is in these books? We have read Channelwood and there's still at least 3 more books, and there might be there's another one down here that we can also read this one. And can we? No, we can't. Can we read this one? Oh, we can. Damn it. What's a... Ooh. Okay. Okay. More screenshots. Yeah. Yeah. Be nice to each other as you always are. I mean, I at least with these screenshots, I kind of already have a feeling I know where to use them. So that's good, I suppose. What's next? 3, 4. I wonder if I like have to put all these in, or if this is like a translation for numbers and then I have to put in a code that, like, I don't know. I'll try a bit of stuff. We'll see. For now, let's make screenshots. Screenshots will come in handy, I'm sure. So far Myst is really interesting and also really confusing, as Luna has basically told me from the beginning that Myst is gonna be a very weird experience. But so far I like it, and I'm really happy to say hello to Mr. Cat. Hi there. making a nice entrance as always. I'm busy making screenshots. All right. I think he might find a place. I think he might find a place on my lap, hopefully, or like try to find a place behind my back or something like that, as he usually does. Oh damn, I closed it. Was it over, or... Wonder if the title page is also relevant, but I have not seen... Oh yeah, I did close it accidentally. I thought so. And here we have 7 and 8. We'll be back with chat shortly. After getting all these numbers. Oh, we have a 10. That's interesting. That's interesting, considering I was thinking you might want to put in codes, but why would you need a 10 then? Oh damn, how many are there? No! Okay, I guess I should have checked before. I'm gonna stop making screenshots now. What the heck? I suppose I will have to look up one specific code at some point when I... How many are there? I mean, I be glad that I noticed after 5 screenshots and just didn't continue until I reached 100. That would have been painful. Okay, let's stop this now. That's okay. Monitors at your ceiling. Nah, the camera is just a bit low, I guess. But the question is, where do you put your camera? I mean, I could put my camera up there, then I would also always be looking up there to talk to you. I could also put my camera right there, but then it would be in the middle of the screen, and I wouldn't know if that makes any sense. So I will try to look into the camera when I'm talking, but it's really, yeah, rough finding a good spot for the camera. I know that cat. Yes, you do. Although he was always trying to hide from you. Let's see. Oh, the burned ones are not clickable in this version. Bible thumb. Wait, you can't click on the burned ones? In the original you could, but they just showed more how burned the books were. I don't know, I can try again. Hi BB, nice seeing you. And yes, Kitty. Myst? This old cool puzzle adventure game? Yes, indeed. But this is a new remake. Yes, exactly. I mean, it's like 3D'd up, and you can move around freely, which I believe you couldn't before. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, regarding my monitor, it's right in front of me. And I think when I'm looking at the game, I should be looking up because the camera is kind of down here. So the camera is low, not the monitor high. I guess that's the whole story. Just brute force it. Yes, hi Dave Squatch. Also, have a shout out. You are streaming Prey. I think I know that. But I think I've never played it. Yeah, I haven't played many first-person shooters in quite a while, but nice seeing you. Welcome in. And yeah, it's the first time I'm playing Myst. So I used to hate this game, and then I loved it once I was old enough to figure it out. That seems to be a common thing. Like, it has been mentioned on the stream frequently that this game gave headaches and such when people were younger. I mean, I can click on the burned books, but it doesn't show anything. It shows that there would be some interaction, but then nothing happens. Let's see what's in this stone ship thing. Damn, how much text is it this time? Oof. Aha. Okay, so now we have these symbols that I really did see before, so I kind of know at least what these are referring to. That's something. I guess we're in for a reading stream today. I remember really loving it as a young kid, but yes, I couldn't actually do much until I was older. Luna says he has like notes from when he was 10 years old. I don't know how much he figured out when he was 10 years old. Mr. Cat is just trying to find a comfy spot. And that makes things much more uncomfortable for me, but that's okay. We'll compromise. All right, I guess we read more, but welcome in everyone. I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah, I figured it out first. I'm glad I figured out that there were quite a few pages. I don't even want to know how many. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. The rocks with a capital T and capital R. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived, on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. Okay, so is it strange or is it not strange? While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. Okay, so that's why it was strange to them but not to you, but then it was strange to you because I don't know. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. Submersible lamp. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. Should I take a screenshot of this? I'm not sure. Probably not. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I've made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse which I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the lights and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. Light. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become... okay. Because you slept indoors, I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think. Okay. Stone Ship Age. Bird's eye view. Okay. Another map. I wonder, I've seen these thingies on another map as well. They might be relevant. Guess I'll take a screenshot of this at least. Okay, what's up, chat? Okay, not too much. Hi, Ijuin Enzan? I don't know. If you tell me how to pronounce your name correctly, I will do my best. Otherwise, I'll improvise. Hope that's okay. I solved quite a few things, but also had help from the internet a couple of times when we were stuck. Okay. Get thirsty for reading for a full and vibrant life. I am thirsty for reading. I'm also thirsty after reading out loud. It's just, yeah, I wasn't expecting this much reading, like, bundled in one place in this game, but it's okay. I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. Constellations, the anchor. Yeah, I think these constellations are definitely something I want to keep track of, and I have not found anywhere in the game where it would keep track of them. If there is something in the game keeping track of them, then let me know, then I don't have to take screenshots of all this. Manually. but for now I'll take screenshots, I guess. And that should be all then. Final page. If you now told me that I don't have to do this because it is recorded somewhere, then oh well, I will know it for the next book. Let's see. There we go. This is why I love how Quern gave you an in-game notebook. Loved, yeah. Haven't played it, but have seen a bit of it when Michelle played it. And yeah, that is very helpful indeed. Check the controls real quick. Isn't there an in-game photo album? I will check if I can. Escape, okay. Settings, controls, quick travel on controller diagram. Not playing with controller. Whoops. Teleport to safe spot. If you encounter bug, teleport to safe spot. I don't see anything here. So I think not. Also, this is very uncomfortable, Mr. Cat. Oh well. I'll try to make do. I don't remember ever having one. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have to keep making screenshots then. We'll see how often and to which extent that happens. So we have red channel wood and stone ship age, and we have here the selenitic whatever. Something of Myst. How many pages this time? Ooh. At least we have some faded out areas. This seems important. Oof. Reading stream. That's weird. I mean, I guess I could check the controller controls at least, because that's the only controls I could find that they were telling me about here. If I can find a way to exit this book menu. So settings, controller diagram, toggle run, interact, gamepad, keyboard. I don't think there is anything here. Maybe it was another version of the game. Maybe they didn't include it in this new one. That's sad, but okay, I mean, screenshots don't take that long, I suppose. Reading takes long, so let's get to it. Or it was Quern, I don't know. That game that Luna just mentioned. Okay, it has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrible or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst-linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. Okay. So there are multiple Myst-linking books. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Well, there might be beauty to be found, at least, well, not in everything, but in many things. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Collect heat, radiant chasm. Have a heat turbine thingy, I guess. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Arcanar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge and, well indeed. Well, and I have decided to... 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although it... Huh. Amazingly strong. Viewing dome, intake, hatch, stabilizer. Well, this is the rocket, submarine, whatever thing. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. Probably that submarine rocket boat. I could never have imagined it to come together quite as... I doubt. Could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Arcanar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. Yeah, we have read about that already. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust. But the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. Yeah, I think that might also be here. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. This certainly does not look like a key to a puzzle, so let's take a screenshot. Oof. Yep, Kern has an in-game album. Yet another game. Rayk, by the way. Okay. 99% of this game budget went into writing. Maybe. Meanwhile, I have won a not-so-easy Isaac run. Thank you for being my audiobook while I did that. You're very welcome, and congrats indeed. Only 144 achievements left. Jesus, please let it end. No, read. Well, I will. It's in the game, and I actually enjoy reading things out loud, so why not? Why not? It's what we do. I mean, it's what the game seems to be about. I guess maybe I could skip the text and just focus on the images, as they seem rather important. But it is kind of interesting. I wish it was read out loud, like the audio logs in The Witness, or in the Talos Principle, or more interactive like the stuff in the Talos Principle, but this is still cool. So let's save this one as well and see what else do we have here. We have another map of the, I guess this then is the, maybe the new lake with the thing in the middle. Maybe. I'll also take this map. Is there another one of those circular things? I don't see it on this map. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. So I don't know if there was a name for this, but I think I'll Okay, so this seems to be the last page. Okay. Whew. And we have mechanical. Oof. I was hoping this would just be some notes on mechanical stuff, but nope, it's a whole other world. I think this one is not quite as long as some of the others, though. Yes! No! Gotta get that lore! Indeed. Yeah, I mean, we're almost done. I'm sure there's no more lore after we have read these 4 books, right? That's probably gonna be more. And I think that's actually cool. Alright, before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures. And it was. The sky here is dark and grey and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me, there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night. And black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout posts' attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. Okay, so 1 year from then. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today and have begun work on a plan for protection. Okay, this looks like it might be relevant. Let's save it somewhere. It's partially faded though. I mean, the world is kind of neat, I guess. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I so far I like the whole concept and the way they are telling about these worlds they have visited. I mean, this worlds in this world, I guess. It's really interesting, and yeah, it's just a bit much to drop all at once, because I also noticed that it's getting harder and harder to get it all in my head that I'm reading here. But that's okay. I mean, we are almost through for now. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is, I think we haven't not read about Everdunes. We have read mention about it, but not anything about Everdunes itself. And it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. Ugh. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see as they work on some small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its grey sky. They detest the grey sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I wonder if Myst is then their homeland or something, or I don't know. They said something about Myst connecting books or something. I don't know. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with on my visits to Espermere. That's the first time we hear about that world, I believe. So I suppose we were in the fortress in the beginning. It seems like all of these worlds have merged to some extent, because I feel like I have seen things from all of these worlds on this island we are on right now, which is interesting. But yeah, it will to Espermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. Yeah, if they are smarter than me. Here we have power levels. That's probably useful. Track slope. Oh well. West, north, east, south. But I still don't get it. Oh well. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Let's take a screenshot of this here. Just put the books into your inventory! People say Myst was the big thing that pushed CD-ROM gaming. I'm more of a Seventh Guest devotee, but then I've never played it. Myst or what's Seventh Guest? Seventh Guest. I mean, since you are a devotee, I guess then you have played Seventh Guest, but not Myst. Single player interactive movie puzzle adventure game produced by Trilobite and originally released by Virgin Interactive Entertainment in 1993. One of the first computer video games to be released only on CD-ROM. Okay. And also, not played Myst. Yeah, I thought so now. And welcome in, Soupy Doorman. Nice seeing you. I was lurking for a short while on your stream yesterday, I believe. So I have a shout out. Yeah, you were streaming retro. Don't exactly remember what you were streaming though. It looked really retro, really pixel art retro. Old school pixel art retro, because pixel art was kind of the only option, I suppose. That's what it looked like. Sinclair Z Spectrum. Is that the game or the system? I think I've heard. Well, that's the system. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, okay. Seventh Guest was a little more of a classic mystery, I think, from 1982. Yeah, that's what I thought. I had heard of that system, but that's kind of before my time. And I guess, yeah, 88, 89, I was 1 or 2 years old, also still a bit young. Although I have played some games from that time frame, I believe. But yeah, that's really cool. I will play more old school DOS games at some point. Yeah, definitely. But not sure if I'll go into even older systems than that. We'll see. Enough, sufficient protection for all of us. Yes. Anything else? Ooh, another track. Okay, so this is like a rail track. It kind of looks like it. This might be important. Let me take another screenshot. Okay, screenshot has been taken. Was that it, or did I? No, I accidentally closed it again. I mean, we need to find out how it ended. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Insignia of black ship. Might also be important, so... Saved. Last night we had a small celebration and the old survivors danced their dances of old. Well, old survivors danced their dances of old. Makes sense. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. Seriously. Well, maybe it was always grey. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Well, that's great then. And that's the last page. And, oh yeah, we could read this one, but... I have not yet found out which page I might want to look at. I have kind of an assumption I will have to flip the pages back eventually anyway, so maybe let's not flip them even further. So is there anything I'm missing? Any of these broken, burned books that I can actually do something with? This. I suppose not. Well, I guess that means we're done with books for now. Channelwood Best Age, fight me. Channelwood was really weird, but I guess that's good. I think I would agree. Yeah, the others had definitely interesting aspects to them, but Channelwood seemed like the most full-fledged experience with many different interesting things to them. It wasn't just like this one interesting thing around which everything centered and yeah, evolved, or whatever you want to call it. I think this is where I originally came in, or is it not? No, it's not. Oh. Okay, this floor looks similar to the wall in the hidden room. Okay. Okay. Don't ride the elevator with open doors. Well, library sounds good. We might have more to read. Oh no, now we're in the tower. So we were in the library before. I guess that means we don't have 59 volts. Is that the amount of energy we need for the ship? That might be possible, because at 51 it was okay, and at 57 it already was unhappy. So let me write a 59 question mark in between. Maybe see if that does something for us. If we set it to 59 volts. What's going on up here? I mean, while we're here, we may as well keep exploring. Okay, we can look down to the ship. Huh. I don't think I can do much else from up here than, like, aside from looking down. Maybe this is just to give you a hint. Yeah, 59 volts is about that thing down there. Maybe. Or there's something here later, or I'm just missing something. Many options. But I guess we can try the 59 now and don't have to make Luna sad by brute forcing it. I have a feeling that 59 is probably about only available in VR mode. I mean, I guess that makes sense also. I mean, would not have hurt to also include it in regular mode, but in VR mode it would be much harder to tap out of the game, put the screenshot somewhere, and in this mode I can help myself with external tools, or even like just maybe there were like normally you should be taking notes by hand, because as Luna mentioned, that's kind of part of the experience he had back then. So maybe they were thinking the same, but then they were like, yeah, okay, in VR that's not really possible to take off your VR set to take notes. I mean, it's possible, but it's certainly not ideal. So maybe that's why they decided, yeah, okay, let's add this feature to VR, but not to the regular game. Yeah, I would still have liked the option, because I mean, I'm also not doing everything in handwritten notes now, but instead I'm taking screenshots, so it would have just made things more convenient if it was included in the game natively. But that's okay. It's not... okay. We have... didn't recognize or like realize that this was a sunken ship in here before. I just was like, there's something sticking out, but I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but might be a sunken ship or something similar at least. And now we have at least some notes on these sigils, star signs in this one world. I guess we have to... I did see a star sky somewhere, and maybe we have to recreate a certain star sky pattern thing. We'll see. Let's go down here for now. Wait, I think I had to pull the levers again. I think we're not in energy delivery mode right now. Orion, what's up? Bam, 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 bam. Don't think the levers exist in the... wait, you pull a lever? Yeah, I think I read that, but then forgot. So... Okay, I think here I missed something. Put Castle of the Winds onto your list. Onto my to-play list or which list? I think these books look a lot easier to read than the original versions, which wouldn't be hard due to changes in graphics capabilities. That's good. The original books were pixel hell. And these were quite readable, I'd say, but I wonder how much of that is just better capability versus just my memory being bad. Okay, not just me then. Channelwood best age, yeah, that I noticed again. Mechanical age maybe second best. Yeah, I also liked, in a way, the age where everything was cool, but it felt weird. But it wasn't described in too much detail, but I think you could have described it even more interestingly. And then, yeah, when they came back, it was everything had gone to hell. That was interesting. Yeah, so you pull a lever. I noticed that too. I always thought you touched the painting. The childhood was a lie. I don't think the levers exist in the original. Photo album only in VR mode. Handwritten notes are comfy. So you had to touch that map on the wall already, yes. Oh, the Mystery Master. Hello, Kandari. This game is in my backlog for sure. How's it going? So far, it's going well. Ignore me? Oh, that was actually... you told me to actually ignore you. I'm not sure if I... if I read what you had written there. I forgot Orion, but I could also imagine it being a slight hint. It was pretty weird and tedious in the original. Don't want to hint anything. So I guess I have read it now, touching the map on the wall or something. We'll see. Hi Kandari, nice seeing you. I am certainly enjoying Myst so far. Well, much of this stream has been reading books, but that's cool too, I enjoy that. Though it was quite the drop of a whole bunch of lore. Why you read it? That's not the deleted message. There's a click to show and I didn't click that click to show. That's somewhere else. You didn't delete the right message, I guess. That was not yet deleted. And also that's up there, like under handwritten notes are comfy. That is totally not deleted. Under ignore me, there is that you deleted a message and it says click to show, but I'm not sure. Yeah, all your fault, Luna. Bad mod. Bad mod. Yeah, definitely. I enjoy it, and I don't think I have solved any puzzles really yet, but I guess I'm starting to see some things that will help me solve puzzles eventually. So that's good, and yeah, I'm really excited to be experiencing this. I have never, and totally, as the title of the stream says, missed this when I was younger and when it came out, which is weird because it was apparently the best-selling PC game ever until The Sims came out, so I'm not sure how that happened. Puzzle solving was really good. Can imagine the remaster will be the same. And so far, I haven't reached a state of frustration or anything similar. So that's good. Let's see. So I think we want to reach 59 here. How can we do that with the available numbers I took note of before? I guess I have to start somewhere. So what happens if we start with 22? Let's just add the high numbers as soon as possible. Then 19, then we're at 41. We can just do this on the fly. I mean, we know what we're doing, so we don't have to screw it up, and we can see when we have to take something out. So we start with 22, just because then we have a good foundation. Let's add 19 to reach 41. Then we can still add 10 more if we want to. Then we're at 51. Yeah, we've been there before. Oh yeah, and then we can easily reach 59 by adding 8 more if we click this one here. And so far it's good. So maybe this is good. We have the power at the ship. Maybe this is all right. If nothing else, it is amazing at just how much interactable things are more clearly interactable in this version. And one of those towers you just climbed took forever to figure out you could even do that. Game looks crisp. Bombs. Hokage told us how this game gave him a headache when he was a child. He's probably not alone with that. So we have theoretically sent power to the ship. Ooh. Well, this sounds like there's some power here. I think it didn't open before, so that's good. Ooh, okay. We have more stuff to interact with. I think we have seen which of these keys are connected to which numbers, but I don't know which number to put in yet, and I have also no idea what this part here is about. Sound puzzle? Probably. Yeah, okay, you have to put in the right melody, I guess. That was not a very beautiful melody. Cool, we opened this and I have no idea. Oh, ha, okay. We do have an idea which melody to put in. It's not about translating the keys to numbers, it's about the order in which we play the things, so that's cool. Here we are. Here's my screenshot. I'm so smart, taking screenshots and all of that. So, well, that's still gonna be rough, because sound puzzle indeed, it seems, and I have to recognize the tones. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, whoops, didn't bring up the screenshot here in the end. Here we go. Okay. accessibility is very much improved. That's good to hear. I'm glad I picked up this version and didn't pick it up sooner then, because yeah, I feel like the struggle should be with the puzzles and not with the accessibility of the puzzles. Just like you mentioned on Michelle's stream yesterday with the regular inside the mountain area in the Witness, where the puzzles are just hard because kind of the view is obstructed and they are moving around and stuff like that. Not the greatest approach to puzzle building. So the first node would be this. Yeah. I am not good with sounds. Nah, it's much. Maybe I just count the notes instead of trying to actually hear the difference. So number 2 would be this one. That's very far. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17, 19, 20. 20 should be it. And then the next one is 21, 22, 23. 20, 20 and 23 are the next ones. Alrighty. Ugh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I think these cuts actually also resemble the keys, like on this side probably the white keys and on this one the black keys, but whatever. My approach works, so good enough. Yeah, we had 2 white keys, then a black key that also corresponds to these cuts here on the edges, but whatever, my counting approach works. It's maybe not the simplest one, but good enough for me. So the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the first one we had. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yeah, should also be a white note. Okay, and the last one is 2 before the first note. And also a black key. Okay, and this should be good. Why was it not good? Was it not good? Did I sounds pretty crappy, but not sure if it's about that. What happens if I just play them here? Nothing. Let me see if I missed something else. Let's see. I wonder if these are not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but if the order is different. Guess we could find out if that's the case, but we would have to destroy our current solution. Oh well. I think it is the order. Yeah, pretty sure. Did I put in something wrong after all, or? The first one was the fifth white key. Second, third, fourth, fifth here. Yeah, I think so. Fifth white key. The second was yeah, should be this one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seventh white key is marked here. 4, 4, and that is, wait, that's wrong, I think. Is it the 7th? Looks like the 7th. But it's actually the 8th, I think. Yes. Ooh, so I had one wrong there. That's good. It's great. Just said one wrong. Stupid me. Oh well. At least I had the right approach, just the execution sucked as always. That's what I do. Figure out the idea and then I just do a sloppy execution of it. But that's okay. Oof. Do we get more to read? Or I think this looks like another Myst book. So let's see who's in this one. Also I kinda like missed a bit of chat. That was not really in my view right now. So the sliders click. Jealous. But it also feels a bit smaller now that you can walk everywhere. I can see how that might feel like this. Ship as first puzzle will make for an interesting experience. Pixel hunting is something I definitely don't miss. The remake does that a lot better, it seems. Nice. Yeah, one of the main troubles back then was interface and all that basic stuff. Seems like the remake isn't as tedious as the original, but it feels smaller. Sliders click. Jealous! It's really awesome. Sound puzzle isn't something you see in many games. Yeah, have you played The Witness, Kandari? If not, and if you enjoy puzzle games, then play The Witness. There may or may not be sound puzzles. Now you also know where the beloved sound puzzles originated. Sliders here were a nightmare. Yeah, so far it looks like the access... Oh, I missed stuff in between. Yeah, sorry for missing stuff. Puzzle games do that to me, that I sometimes get so focused on the game and try to get to a next checkpoint, quote-unquote, for my brain to flush what it was storing, and only then I get back to chat. But the accessibility features are great if sound escapes you. Yeah, definitely. Those cuts were super helpful. I might have managed to do it at some point, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not great with recognizing tone heights. I've enjoyed seeing what you've been doing, but as much as I remember many of the broad strokes of this game, I will be replaying it myself, so I'm going to lurk from here. Good luck, have fun. Thank you, Orion. Thanks for being here. Sorry that I only read that now, but I totally understand. Same for me when Michelle is playing all of those cool puzzle games I still want to play. And yeah, thanks for spending so much time here. Looking forward to seeing you again. And yeah, have fun playing this on your own. Sound puzzles, love them. Turn on the elaborated option and it'll tell you exactly what note you're plunking or sliding. Oh yeah, I remember like that there was an option like that. Yeah, I mean, if I stumble upon something where I feel like this is just totally getting to something that is just not within my personal capabilities, then I might do that. But so far it works well, I guess. Chicken curry. Enjoy, Hokage. I just looked at my Myst notes from April when I played it again. I had written terrible next to the keyboard notes. Now this will be fun. Alright, let's have fun. Okay, now we're just circling another world. I suppose I'll have to click it. Seems like I missed it. Hello, new world. Okay, I see. I mean, I don't see... Okay. Ah, okay, I see. I see, okay. We will get a code for these tones, and then we have to set the different buttons to the specific sounds, and okay, and then it, like, it's a code we don't have yet, and it's an interesting way of putting in the code. I see, I see. But I think we, yeah, don't have the code yet. Or, well, maybe it was hidden in one of the stories. That would not be impossible, I guess, but let's hope that's not the case. Okay. Is this a sneaky? I guess not. This is a button though. Ooh, blue page. I know someone who likes these. Thanks. Light on or light off? Witness sneaky mod when. I don't know. Do it. Make it. Well, this is certainly misty. Well, we have seen a clock before, so this might be relevant this time right here. I guess it's kind of like 10:4, something like that. Probably can only put in 10:5 anyway, but I suppose these buttons represent the sounds that we have to put in. Like the one was water, the other one is like a clock ticking sound. What's up here? Okay. This is heat coming from down there, I guess. That's another sound. Don't know in which order I have to put them in though. I think I've seen this vase in The Witness. Oh, the red page. I know someone who likes these. Spherical crystal sounds then. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with light. But turn it off to save energy. And here we are. What the... Yeah, so we have apparently seen all the sounds. The water, the fissure, the clock, the crystal and wind, vent, whatever. But... Oh, okay. Maybe okay, I'm not sure yet. Oh. That seems to be pointing at the clock, right? There's no clock sound. Is there? No. That's the fissure sound. Now it's the crystal sound. Is this another spot? Did I confuse it? I might have. Oh yeah, there's similar spots. Okay. I think this is it. Yes. Okay. Press this now? Nope. No, okay, I have to adjust for everything. Okay, and this is correct now. Alright, I see. So where do we find the drops? It sounds like water. Seems good. Okay, let's find the clock. So I guess we have these two correct. At least they were, I think, lighting up when it was their turn. I mean, this is clearly the crystal sound, so maybe let's... Oh, and we're pretty close as well, so that's cool. That seems good. Okay, back to this. Where was the stupid clock? Here. Okay, and the wind. Is this the wind? Sounds like the wind, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, the wind one is not lighting up yet, so... Might have been a different sound there. I mean, if it's just about the order of things, we could still figure it out, I guess. I mean, it's crystal, water, wind, fissure, clock. Crystal. Crystal, water. Crystal, water, wind, fissure, clock. I suppose that's correct, but still, let's maybe try to find where this actually is supposed to go. Not here. Huh. Oh, maybe here. I mean... Yes. Okay, so I think all this does is tell us the code. Probably. Sorry for not paying attention to chat. We'll be back. Running through darkness. I'll look at chat before I put in the code, because that might again take a while. But let's just get there for now. Here we are. Alright, do you have both in your inventory now? I don't know where my inventory is, so that's a problem. Where can I check my inventory? Let me know. Quality of life improvement up to infinite pages stuffed into your pants. Only being able to carry a single page was such a silly and tedious thing. No chat here. That's good. No, well, there was about the pages, so that's good. I got that. Yeah, I wonder... Let's see, what happens if I press this? Seems to be playing in the order it's shown. I was wondering about the things overlapping, the connectors. We'll see. Let's set this to crystal. Let's set this to water. Let's set this to wind. I think it's... I think it's this wind. Let's set this to the fissure. What's that? This to the clock. It might be this. Or not. Ugh. Maybe this. I'm confused. Oh, well, it was just a weird clock sound. That's okay. We got it! We're in! We're in the mountain! Original game showed you the page right in your hand. Once you picked up a new page, it would put the one before to its original place. Okay. That sounds fun. And unnecessary. Ooh. Get the shivers in this place. Huh. Well, that's certainly an interesting place right here. Looks very science-y and fancy. Well, now I would really say submarine you got here. I mean, looks less rockety now. Yay, submarine ride! Huh. This is okay. This is fine. This is what's supposed to happen. Button! Okay. Oh. No. Oh well. I guess that was a nice adventure we had right there. Well, we learned things. Cuddle kitties. Too spooky, let's leave. Oh yeah, pushing up goes down. Astonishingly, going backward makes you go backward. It's a weird concept, you gotta admit. It's, who could have foreseen that? But I wanted to push the button, like the outside button I saw there. Oh well. Buddy. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Button. Button. Many buttons. All right. Button. Okay, am I supposed to just leave the thing then? Apparently not. Hey. Ooh. Okay. Well, that sounds different. This is very confusing. And here we have the dings. Do all of them ding? Seems so. Okay, but I mean, now I'm back at the start. What happens if I choose to go backward after going forward first? So, yeah. Let's keep turning this for a while longer. So what happens if now I decide to pull this lever back? Okay, we really just go all the way back and go up again. So this is seemingly about... No, but we don't go all the way back. Seemingly about directions. But I don't really have a... I mean, we did have some sort of... It wasn't really a code, it was... Let's see my screenshot. There was something at least with northeast, south, and west. But didn't really look too interesting. Did take a screenshot anyway, though. I think, yes. Oh, it says track slope, and we are kind of on a track. It says something about power. But I don't quite get this graph. Cat hair everywhere, especially in my nose. Yeah, I'm not really getting an idea from the image I'm looking at. It says like power on one graph, and it's just like a graph going kind of steadily up. And there's another one saying track slope, and it's just like a up and down pattern that's always up on, yeah, like the uneven directions, like northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, and so on, and always down on the clear ones, like west, north, northeast, and south. And there's a weird marker on east. Don't really get it. Maybe it's not even related to this. I mean, there might be more about compass, whatever directions. I don't even know what they're called in English. But yeah, I don't think you can do this eventually. Having to do this 1-2 times definitely hammered its message down, though. You can do this eventually. Okay. Maybe eventually is not right now. Maybe I'll check some other places first. Maybe I have not yet found the right clue for this, or maybe I have and just don't get it yet, but that's okay. Sure, there are more puzzles I could do right now. And also... No, you won't? I'm not even sure what that was a reply to, but maybe that's even better. No, I won't find more clues to that. That's okay too then. I'll still keep looking. And I think I should end the stream relatively soon as well. It was mostly a reading and not so much a puzzling stream, but that's okay. Now it's a kiddie stream. At least you're amused, Luna. Always happy to see that. I got in. That's good. That's something. I guess now the question is, can I even get back from this place? I have no idea where I arrived, but I mean, I know I arrived with the ship, rocket, whatever. So, I totally forgot. Ah, there it is. Yep. Sense of orientation still non-existent. Nice that we have established that. It has been so long since I've seen this game. The graphics look better. Yeah, that's typical thing, like with with time the graphics get better. It was just re-released today in a remastered, remade version. I mean, I think it's not, I'm not sure if it's not super remade. I mean, they didn't change anything in general. They just made it look better, more accessible, gave you the ability to move around freely. And also it seems like I can't go back because I see no way of getting back into our stupid ship, so I suppose for now we are stranded here. I have to figure out that underground puzzle. Well, that's rough. Or I'm missing something. That's certainly another possibility. But I don't see how to get back in there. Is there anything out here aside from the sound? The tunnel is the puzzle. No hints, please, by the way. I mean, I know there's a puzzle down there. I just wonder if there's a way to abandon the puzzle and do something else first. That's what I'm wondering about. But it seems like there might not be. Okay then. I guess. Why did the door close again? I guess I can just open it by pressing the button now. Yeah, we only have the sounds out here. No way to get back into the ship, so I suppose I'll have to find a way to solve it then. Also, welcome in, Malus777. Nice to see you. Oh, you watch your mom play it? That's cool. I'm playing this for the first time ever. I didn't know much about it before I started now. But nice to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I definitely should end it soon because I have to work tomorrow. And also I notice my brain capacity is deteriorating rapidly. Is there anything out here giving us a hint to anything? It does not seem so. Oh, damn it. Why? I don't understand. Oh well, down we go. Try to figure out those stupid buttons and directions and such. But I seriously have no clue. Back then when you were playing Command and Conquer, well, that's a game I know and I did play. Bing. Bing bing. I've checked them all. They all bing on this side. And on the other side they all do weird rattly things. What is the point? I mean, yeah, maybe I have to activate them in a certain order, but I really don't know which order. Oh damn. Did the stream die or is it still alive for now? Something is crashing again. Probably again stupid Discord. And we're back. Heavy crash. But yeah, seems like we're live again. Bapanada. Bapanada. I mean, I don't think I'll make a huge breakthrough right now anyway, so I'll just keep doing random stuff and wait for people to come back in. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait. No. Is this where we came from? I'm confused. Oh, wait. Is it or is it not? I think it is. Okay. Yes, I'm saying I don't know the solution instantly. It's the worst. Can you imagine? What kind of puzzle game is this? Where you don't like just stumble upon the solution instantly. I want to feel smart. Don't want to be challenged. Huh. I never went west before. How did I not notice that there was another path? Was there always another path? I am confusion. We have bings and bonks again. Yeah, I think it might be. I mean, I think I just missed something at first. Because I thought I was just going back and forth between two locations, but seems like I went into directions I didn't go in before. This somehow unlocked something. I'm really confused about these directions here. Huh, we got new sounds. I'm really not sure what I'm even doing and why something is working, but I don't know, is something working? We got many sounds now, that's cool. New sound! Have we found a dead end now? I was... Let me draw a map of wherever we were going. Now we have reached this dead end, I guess. I don't felt like somehow we unlocked paths before, but maybe that was just my confusion. It's fine and perfectly intuitive. Gamers just make it more than it is. Okay, yeah, that might be the case. I think I tend to overthink stuff. And also, hi student, nice seeing you. This is Myst. I'm not sure if you were just trying to make a nice play on words, or if you actually don't know the game, or both. But yeah, it seems to be a classic, a game that established... I also don't know the game though. A game that kinda established the 3D puzzle game genre to a certain extent at least. And it was remade, remastered, remade. I mean, the puzzles are the same, the layout is the same, but it's was made more accessible. The graphics have been updated, and yeah, I'm really excited to be playing it, and also it's really nice to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. It's a puzzle game, and I'm just moving around and have no huge idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, so we can go east from here, or we can go further south, which is interesting. So I haven't explored everything. So we could go east from there, or further south. Or back north where we came from, of course. Well, let's go east for now. Not sure where I originally came from. Wish I had drawn a map from the start. Okay, this is still the same sound. Go back where I came from. And it seems like that might be all I can do. Is this path to the east open from the beginning? Because that's not the path we came from, that's just like... would have been the direction we were facing from the start. Can't trust my brain anymore at this point. So that's not good. Don't remember if we just opened this path somehow, or if it was there from the beginning. So that's not good. Hi Mima! Good morning! Nice seeing you! Original Myst was only 3D in theory. Yep. I am aware. Yeah, that's actually where I wanted to go. Further to the east. Definitely have to take notes here. I suppose you might be familiar with Myst, Mima. You're probably familiar with Myst. Hi 34. Okay. We have reached the sound at which we started like 3 areas ago. can go south again. Which makes sense, in a way. We can now also go west, which we couldn't in the first location that made this sound. That is where we came from as well, at least right now. So I guess for now it makes sense to northeast. Is that there all along? Ugh, this is so confusing. Whatever, let's go northeast then and see what's there. Know about it? Never played it, so I'll just give you fake advice. That's very kind. Ooh, well, this is a sloped path. That's interesting. Okay. That's multiple sounds at once, and somehow I ended up going northeast and in the end facing northwest though. Oof, I guess making a map for this will be harder than I thought. But now we have like a double sound. We have the two sounds we encountered since I started drawing a map, which is interesting. Southeast would be the way back, the way we would expect to lead us back. Has this always been there? I don't think so. How? I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I wonder if I'll just somehow get to the solution and not even know what I've done. Well, now we're in pot area again. I've called this sound pot. I guess that's somehow where we came from. Thanks for redeeming that. I'll do it in a second. Maybe it's gonna be the last thing I do on today's stream. Thanks for redeeming the Mossy as well. Because I should really start getting ready for bed. Yeah, it might. I wish I knew what I was doing here. The only way from here is south. We have been in a pot area where we only could go south, but that only led to a piston area, which is the other sound. But here we have piston and pot. So confusion. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of what we expected. Any other direction we haven't been to yet? North. North is where we just came from, I guess. Maybe it's really just a big map and you're supposed to find the right way? I don't know. Only downhill from here. Yeah. I think you might be right. I'm backtracking right now. We should arrive at a pot area now. A clonk area. Whatever you want to call it. It still seems to be the same path we're riding here. If you demand your Duolingo lesson right off the bat, then I can also do that. And indeed we are in a pot area. From here we should be able to go west and of course northeast, because that's where we came from. Yes, that's the west direction I talked about, which should lead again to a piston area. Is there anything else? Northeast is where we came from. South? Okay. Well, that's a direction I haven't explored yet from here, so here we go.
1,000,000 years dungeon!
Yep, I think we are in said dungeon. More pots. We can go further south from here. Where else can we go? How tedious was this in the original game? It's pretty tedious in this one. Going all around, checking all the directions and figuring out where you could go. Could go east, let's go east, I don't care. I will call this one... I don't know. Sounds like a weird charge sound. Was even more tedious in the original. Hope you are also mapping it against the overworld map. No. In the original everything was tedious. It was the early 90s. In the early 90s everything was tedious. Especially in games. And we can go southwest. I always like the weird directions. So let's go southwest. I haven't even checked all the possible directions, but who cares? Okay, well that's a new sound combo at least. My names for the sounds are getting more complex. This is high piston now. Well, it's high-end piston. Why can't I think the game is broken. Can't grab these anymore. Also can't push the button. That might be a sign. Okay, maybe now. Did I reach the goal? I think it's kaput. I think I encountered one of those bugs where you are supposed to go back to a safe area. Life was nice, so video games were allowed to be mean, hard and tedious. Just like you, Rayk. Mean and tedious, I mean. Not hard. Take it back. I'm not hard, I'm soft-locked. Well done, Nintendo. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Can't save. Quit. Could quit. Quitting is always an option. What happens if I restart? Did I lose all my progress now? We'll see. At least this gives us the opportunity to stop. I don't feel quite as stumped by the puzzle for now anymore. Yeah, true. I know how to solve the puzzles now. And yeah, I don't know. At first I was really seeing no approach to this underground puzzle, but now that I feel like I am at least moving around and mapping something, so I feel like, okay, now I'm getting somewhere, now I'm doing something. I still don't really know how the puzzle works, but well, last save was 22 minutes ago. Nice. That's amazing. But I think I might have been moving around that underground area for, yeah, I have been for at least 22 minutes, so that's not that bad. I still have my map, which I will now start from the beginning the next time I go down there. But I think I'll leave it at that and start another underground exploration at the start of the next stream. We have an approach and I really need to finish this. So it is time for a Duolingo lesson.